Hello Commanders, welcome back. Today we're gonna take a look at another weapon, and this time is the Plasma Accelerator. This is the most expensive weapon you can buy and equip on your ships at the moment, but is it also the best one? Before we take it out for some testing, let's go ahead and take a closer look at its stats. First of all, let's talk about the price. A Plasma Accelerator that goes at a medium hardpoint costs around 835k credits. This is quite expensive, and you could buy a couple of Cobras for that price. It is considered as an energy projectile weapon, and this is of course because it uses projectiles to attack like other projectile weapons, cannons and multi-cannons, but its main difference from these weapons is that it deals thermic damage like lasers and not kinetic. Its damage is quite high, but it has one of the worst rate of fires in the game, 0.3 per second, and of course it generates a lot of heat every time you fire with it. Another drawback is that it needs a lot of power to operate. Power draw is at 1.4, and this is gonna create problems if you try to equip a couple of these weapons in a ship smaller than a Cobra, especially on a Viper, because of the lack of available power. The ammo clip is only 5, but it can carry a maximum ammo of 100, exactly like cannons do. So I have equipped one Plasma Accelerator on my Cobra, and we are ready to go out there and see how good is that weapon on shields and of course on the hull. Let's test our Plasma Accelerator against the shields of this Shudder and see how good it is at taking down shields. Gonna go a bit closer, let's fire it. Okay, it wasn't bad, but I would expect from a weapon that costs that much and that also deals thermic damage to be more effective against shields. Let's try to take it down. Okay, that was a miss. As you can already tell, it fires a lot like a cannon. That was better. So it might be a bit difficult to get used at it first. Let's take a look at the damage it does on the hull of enemies. Others have joined. Yeah, great damage on the hull. This is quite good. Stay still for a second, there you go. Of course it has to be a direct hit to deal the best damage. Have all power on weapons. And yes, you have to be close in order to make sure that you will hit your target. There you go, we killed it. It's much more efficient against the hull of your enemy. Let's go after this Type 6 transporter and see how fast we can take it down with our Plasma Accelerator. Let's go ahead, more power on weapons and start shooting at it. I'm gonna use only the Plasma Accelerator. Wow, nice damage. Very effective against the hull of the enemy, especially if you manage to land in direct hit. Okay, we are losing it now. Let's get closer. I will only use the Plasma Accelerator.
Frameshift charge detected.
Excellent. One more volley and it's dead. There you go. 3 hits and we took down a Type 6 transporter from 100% hull to 0%. Not bad at all. And this with only one Plasma Accelerator equipped on our Cobra. Let's take down this Cobra, Master Cobra. Let's go ahead and shoot with everything we have at it.
Flight assist off.
Okay, it's trying to escape.
Flight assist on.
Let's get behind it. Try to do as much damage as I can with the Plasma Accelerator as soon as the shields are down.
Offline.
There you go.
Flight assist off.
Let's put some more power on weapons
on.
and try to kill it now. Nice hit. If we fire with everything, are we gonna have a problem? No, so far so good. With 3 pips on weapons, we can fire with everything we have without any real problem. But not for long. Let's put more power on the weapons. Okay, he's going to escape probably.
Under attack.
Okay.
Target shields online.
And he
Flight
got
assist
away.
off.
But we did learn something, because Plasma Accelerator is quite power hungry. If we use it with other power hungry weapons such as lasers, eventually we might not be able to fire all of them at the same time, and we will have to do some proper power management, placing more power on weapons or firing them separately. This might create problems at certain situations. Another thing I'm curious about the Plasma Accelerator is to see how effective it is against subsystems. So let's try to take out the drive of this Type 6 transporter. Okay, let's try to attack the drive this time. With one hit we got the drive down to 39%. Of course, we killed the Type 6 in the process. It seems to be quite effective. Apparently with 2 hits we can take down a subsystem and disable an enemy vessel. Of course, it is quite expensive to replenish the ammunition for your Plasma Accelerator. Each unit costs 2000 credits, and this is something you should also have in mind. Now I'm going to equip a second Plasma Accelerator and see how good it is firing with these 2 weapons at the same time, and I'm also going to combine it with some less power hungry weapons such as multi-cannons and see if we are going to have any problems with power management this time again. And here is our first victim. Let's test on the shields. 2 of Plasma Accelerators and see how effective they are.
Target shields
Quite
offline.
effective, I would say.
Under attack.
It's already down to 69% hull, but we are having some problems with the power, and I have to put more pips on the weapons. What a miss was that. Now let's finish this. Okay, one more hit. Let's finish it with our multi-counts.
Target shields online.
Shields are back up.
Target shields
This will do.
offline.
And it's dead. Way more effective having 2 Plasma Accelerators than the one we had before. Let's get ready. I'm gonna put some more power on weapons and attack it. Not that great damage at its shields.
Under attack.
That was better. Let's use the chaff. Get back in there. I will try to fire with everything I have. Wow, okay, the shields are down. Some more power on our shield this time. And there we go. Nice location.
Target shields offline.
His shields are down now. We need more power on weapons apparently.
Flight assist off.
We still have less power management problems than before with the 1 Plasma Accelerator and the 3 lasers. It's quite obvious. Lasers are more power hungry. Come missile, let's deploy another chaff. Okay, let's not crash it. It is a difficult weapon system to get used at and use it properly,
Flight assist off.
like cannons actually. Where are
Flight
you?
assist on. Target shields online.
very easy to miss if you are far from your target. And that feather dropship is a tough nut to crack. Let's take down the shields with our multi-cannon.
Target shields
There you go.
offline.
Now we're talking.
Flight assist off.
Much better combination multi-cannons and plasma
Flight
accelerators.
assist on.
We are doing some really nice damage.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
And it's going to die very soon. There you go, another nice direct hit with both of our plasma accelerators, not multi-cannons. Okay, it's almost dead. Let's take it out. Ah, damn it. I always forget I have to be very close in order to land the direct hit. There you go. It wasn't very fast. Let's go against this novice anaconda. He doesn't have shields, he's not gonna be a big threat. Hopefully. Let's not crash. Ooh, okay. That could have been worse, but we are now in a nice spot right behind him. Down to 82%. That's quite nice.
Under attack.
Let's use some chaff and more power to weapons. 61% already. It provides a very big target. It's kind of pretty much impossible to miss our shots here. %, he's going to die. His power plant is down to 30%. Let's finish him. That wasn't direct hit. Let's get closer. He's almost dead. Others are shooting him as well. We will have to keep our powers on the weapons, or else we will have some problems. Let's get closer. There's no threat here. He's not shooting, or he's shooting at someone else. He's just spinning. There you go. Power plant destroyed very easily.
Target destroyed.
It could have been faster, but oh well. The Plasma Accelerator might be the most expensive weapon you can buy, but it doesn't seem to be very effective. The main reason for this is that it's not very good against shields. It does a lot of damage on the hull of the enemies, but at that price, and because it is an energy projectile that deals thermic damage, you would expect it to destroy shields easily. Of course, when you have more than one plasma accelerators equipped on your ships, you can do some really nice damage even on shields, but here comes the second problem with the plasma accelerator. It uses a lot of energy, it uses a lot of power, and of course generates heat. It is practically impossible to equip more than one of these weapons in anything smaller than a Cobra because of the lack of the available power. Also, you will have to be very careful with the combination of weapons you are doing. If you have 1-2 plasma accelerators and the rest are lasers, which are also power hungry, you may be unable to fire your weapons at certain times. The best use I can see for the plasma accelerator is when you are trying to destroy the subsystems of your enemies and take them down faster that way. Of course, you could always use railguns for that job, but one good thing about the Plasma Accelerator is that it has a lot more ammunition than the railguns, and it might be more efficient at that role. Of course, I would expect from a weapon of that price to be a lot more efficient than it is at the moment. Another big drawback of the Plasma Accelerator when you compare it with other weapons, of course, is that it is hard to use it, it's hard to get used at it, it takes a lot of practice, and it is actually used exactly like a cannon. You have to aim carefully and be close to your target in order to make sure that you will land your hits. It isn't really a bad weapon, you should give it a try and have some fun with it, but at that price I personally believe that there are other better options out there. Thank you very much for joining me watching this video. I'm Squid of Love, fly safe commanders, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.